on both platforms at the same time because
I mean, if we'd like to converse with everybody who's everywhere.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, good down. It's good stuff.
Hi, Mom.
Yay!
Snowy. People are here. I know it's snowy here too.
Snowy NH. We got snowy NY happening here, folks. This is why I'm in the wool hat today, just to respect the last gasp of winter. Right?
I don't respect it.
Did you hear me, Winter? Last
I have no
gasp.
respect.
I don't want to be shoveling stuff in April. This is it. Done.
Hi, Erin. Good to see you.
Albeit it was actually a pretty easy shovel. It was light and fluffy. A couple inches I shoved out of the way.
And hello, Alan and Elizabeth. Good
Hello.
to see you too.
So nice to see her up there on the tubes.
On the tubes.
On the tubes.
Hi, Abra. Oh, from Southwest Florida. Nice.
No snow for you unless...
Hi, Lisa.
I was about to say no snow for you unless it's the apocalypse. So it isn't, so no snow for you. Good. Do you want snow?
The snowpocalypse.
You'll know where to find it.
Yeah, no.
I think you're doing just fine. That's the thing.
I know.
That's the thing. Yeah, we hear from people sometimes.
Hi, Julie.
About weather conditions where they say, "Oh, I don't know if I could ever live.
Happy Wednesday.
I don't know if I could ever live in the tropics or like in a temperate zone because I miss the seasons." I'm like, you want snow, you'll find it. You know, you'll get on a plane, you'll go and ski. Done. You know.
I've experienced the seasons.
I've experienced the seasons.
I could do without them.
I could kind of deal with it being about 62 most days of the year, you know. And then the occasional 75 and kind of dry is quite all right. Plenty of sun takes care of a lot of things.
Oh, good. You only got a dusting.
Yeah.
Lucky you. At least it's fluffy stuff here.
So that probably moved around you and just caught you.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah. The tail is exactly what you want right now of anything. Of anything. Our correspondents in Florida got none of this. Good.
I know.
You know, somebody's got to grow the grapefruit, right?
I know, Doug. We've got you back. Yay!
I missed it. I moved. You know. We have what I guess is more of the mid-Atlantic seasons, which can be punishing enough. Although a lot of patterns have just been motoring on over us and hitting Long Island. Which
Hi, Elizabeth.
Really getting into New England anyway. So there you go. And they are very, very exposed. We, of course, just get awful lots of snow from time to time because we're just in that range.
We're in a trough.
We're in a trough.
We're in a weather trough.
Foothills of the Catskills. And, you know, it kind of hits those mountains.
Peter.
And it hangs and says, oh, we're going to dump snow here, you know.
Peter's in the same weather trough.
He is in the same Das Boot, no question. All I can say is it's very nice to have a neighbor with a snowblower with whom you have very cordial relations. I will take care of a few things for him now and again. Like, you know, he doesn't have a really long ladder. We do. It's like, oh, you want to borrow that? Yeah, sure.
Borrow our ladder anytime.
Yeah, sure, you go to town. Because that just lives there anyway. But anyway, weather talk. You're either in it, out of it, not missing it, or missing it. Take your pick. We're here. The only ice I want to see is in this fine little bucket behind me. That's it.
And speaking of
which,
we have new stuff to try.
Product.
Disney for the win said he was going to pick this up. So, okay, because I posted about this today. Just distilled in Bloomington, Indiana.
Bloomington, IN. How about
Flora, raspberry, and edible flowers.
So, a liqueur, which is coming to us at proof, 40 proof. This is spirits from grape and grain. So, it ostensibly could be a kind of brandy, but I bet it's more like a vodka with the natural flavors.
I have my tasting glass here and ready.
So this should be a pretty straight up liqueur. Let's see if there's a zip strip there.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure about that, so that's why I brought the old tool. Got to be able to take care of these things, folks. Word to the wise, folks who have one of these babies here, that is the Swiss knife, and are missing parts. Just got a new one of these guys. That's that little screwdriver that fits into the corkscrew. And for the first time in like bloody hell ever, my scissors actually work because I replaced the spring. That broke ages ago. Long time. But I found a place that actually dispenses the parts. The prices were very good, and I recommend their service. If you have a Swiss knife that needs parts, drop me a line. I can recommend them. So,
all right.
Well, there we go. So here we have
freed.
Flora. It's got a nice hefty cork, which is nice. Some of these have a tiny narrow thing that's impossible to grab. It's a first world problem. I know.
Exactly. Well,
but dang it, it's still a problem. grab the aroma. Interesting.
Here.
Let's check your glass.
Should give me.
You have
I got
you have Burr.
I got Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr this time around.
Our tasting glasses are Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. I got Aaron Burr.
We're just calling this the tasting duel, now won't we? Who's going to win? Oh, the same person always wins. Let's see.
Hi, Amanda.
When it's the old man beer challenge,
Aloha.
we all lose.
All right, let's. I think I'm going to mix with it, but I got to try it first.
There we go. Just a little bit. So here we go.
All right.
Flora from Bloomington.
Wow, that does not smell like what I expected.
It does have a nice nose. It's mild on the nose. But I'm getting a lot more flavor than I'm getting on the nose. Yeah, there is floral happening there. You would expect it to be like almost perfumey, but it's more subtle. There's a raspberry flavor. It kind of tastes like raspberry and raspberry flowers or something. That's kind of fun. I would play with this, and I'm about to. So there.
My highs have been really, really low. My highs.
Yes.
The funny thing is, since it said raspberry and edible flowers, I really expected more raspberry.
I'm getting it. It's not right in your face like, say, Chambord. No, Chambord is raspberry.
I really like it.
It should be very strong raspberry.
I really like it. It's not what I expected, which is great.
A little more subtle. Very even sweetness on that. About 40 proof. Easy to mix. Should be
Hi,
great.
Gabriel. Good to see you.
Yeah. Salute to you too, sir. And Abra, I think you would enjoy if you like a nice balanced liqueur, kind of a different flavor.
I'm going to mix with it. All right.
I'm gonna use some spray because my glass got sticky. Happens
now
with regularity,
I'm rethinking.
doesn't it?
See, I really hadn't tried it, and I had an idea, and now I'm kind of rethinking my idea. I might still go with my idea.
You don't say.
I think I might. Okay.
Let's do that.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh, you know what? You want to try these bitters first?
Okay.
Because maybe I'll use them too.
Well, all right then. Get my knife.
All right. We also got these toasted almond bitters.
Toasted almond.
I think this does have a zip strip.
Let's see. No, this one has less of a zip strip than that one did.
Well,
there we go.
All right then.
Different blade. I tell you, it is always good to have a multi-tool on hand when you're doing a broadcast.
Hi, Errol.
You never know when you're going to have to crack a bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah. Errol says, years ago, I thought the cork puller was the most worthless attachment to the Swiss Army knife. Now that I drink wine, it seems quite necessary, right?
Mine is actually bent.
All right.
Because years ago...
This is how the pros taste bitters.
See how that goes? A friend of mine actually was opening a bottle and he said, well, you have to break the cork. So I kind of did this and bent my corkscrew. Wow. Heavy. I cannot get this to bend back. Anybody knows how I can straighten this thing out outside of like some serious industrial tools? Let me know, because I'd like this to be straight, because when it's not, this tends to drop out and then I lose the screwdriver. I've done that twice now.
Clear the palate.
So now I actually have a new one in there and I'm keeping it tight.
You gotta try the bitters. They're good.
I literally had these guys for 29 years. How about that?
Yeah, the bitters are really good. I just I got those at Kalustyan's in New York City, but
I can drop.
They should be pretty darn available. Maybe I'll put them in our Amazon store.
That's literally
Devin.
like a really good almond extract. Like a really nice flavor. That pops right on the tongue.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
I have a good idea. I keep saying, all right, all right,
All right.
all right.
You keep saying that
All
as
right.
if it will make it so.
Doug says all of my tools are serious and industrial. All right.
Perhaps you're the man. If you happen to have this on your truck, I'll see you in June. So, because I can imagine how you could do that with like a really stiff rod or something, and like you put it in enough of it in a vise and bend. But everything I can think of that's narrow enough to fit in there is not strong enough to bend it back. And I think if I had like a really hefty pair of pliers or something, I would probably bend it the other way too much. I'm a little paranoid. I've had these have been a good friend for 29 years. Bought them in Switzerland. How about that? And I want to keep them going. They already have a nice scar from a soldering iron. I remember talking to a guy at a Swiss shop about that, and he's like, "Yeah, well, we could fix that. We'd probably just replace the whole knife, though." And I thought, well, then I'm keeping the scar. It's just the signs of life. And it's just you clean the gunk off the knife from opening all those packages. You keep the blade sharp. You're in great shape.
I have created.
Does everything.
I'm starting with 2 ounces of Reposado tequila.
Why do we frequently start with that?
Because it's
Because
good.
it's really good. And it's a great mix.
It's
Put
delicious.
this right over here on you.
All right.
And it looks like you got this.
I already wrote it down.
Ready to go?
Okay. Because I know it's going to be good.
And it's going to be good.
Okay, and then I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of the Flora.
Half ounce of Gym Flora. Anybody?
No, a 1/2
No.
ounce of this Flora.
If you are a fan of 1950s album cover design, you recognize that reference. He was pretty terrific. He has a lot of fans, including, I believe it's Derek Yaniger. Is that it? Who's over on our turntable map right now?
Yep.
I think he's distinctly a Jim Flora fan. Because
Derek Art.
It reflects
Okay.
in the stuff that
All right,
he does.
this bottle is already sticky. We should probably wipe that down because someone's going to drop it.
Inevitably.
Because it is super sticky.
I'm going to place that over there. Just get out of the way. And
Give me some of that spray,
Jeez.
please.
Sure.
It is really... Oh my gosh, I have to sneeze. Pardon me.
Jeez, I touched the
Thank
bottle.
you.
I got sticky. Sticky, sticky,
I
sticky.
know, man. Okay.
You just can't win.
So, let's go back to our comments
This
here.
was a much less drippy looking
Hi,
bottle
Satellite!
than some of them. And you know what? It's still. That's the stuff. Cleaning it off.
Hi, Lori! Oh my gosh, so good to see you. It's been a while.
We want a clean ship around here. So, but yeah. No,
Oh, Abra loves Jim
Jim
Flora.
it's
Yeah.
really cool. He's got that great, it was originally a 78 album of Gene Krupa. And it's literally this two-tone caricature of Krupa with like 8 hands. You know, and that sounds like Krupa. He was just animalistic in the drums.
Oh, yeah, the bitters are really
Amazing.
good, Amanda. Okay,
Yep,
so anyway,
okay. Clean.
this was 2 ounces of Reposado tequila, a 1/2 ounce of the Flora liqueur. I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of blue curacao because I haven't used blue in a while.
The Good Humor Toast Almond Bar. You have a lot of companionship in that. I'm trying to think of a better word than that, but I'll put it more simply. There are a lot of people who would agree with you on that one.
There.
Toasted almond.
Just a
I,
little bit.
I would have liked that as a kid, although I think I was just too dedicated to do chocolate-covered things. I still like chocolate-covered ice cream bars and all
Chocolate-covered things.
but I really have grown to like almond flavor a lot, so like I would lean into that. Yeah, definitely.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice. Oh, look at the color.
Woo-hoo.
That's so exciting.
It's getting fun.
All right.
Getting fun, folks.
And
It's
I'm going
fun.
to do 3 dashes
For
of
your
the
food.
toasted almond bitters.
1, 2, 3. Larissa was
You know
watching. Would probably really like these almond bitters in things. I think this could be like a pastry flavor.
That was
Is
really,
good?
I know that looked like a lot more than 3, but it's coming out in like really tiny drops.
Tiny bits.
So,
We're not visible to satellite on YouTube, on Facebook.
oh,
okay.
really? Oh my gosh. How
Well,
strange.
we are live, but you're there.
But I'm
and
glad to see you here.
It doesn't matter where you are. You got us here, you got us there. Boom, 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 boom. Again, as always, folks, if one of these conks out on you, go to the other. If you're watching on a smart, quote-unquote, TV, you cannot comment. So just open one of these on your phone, and there you go. Boom, done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's going to be so good.
Hey, Johnny. We love you.
Gabrielle, this is going to be good.
Love you right back.
Hi, Johnny.
And I think maybe we see you soon, kind of also.
Would you mind handing me a cocktail glass?
Would you like a chilled cocktail glass?
I would.
How about one that would
Love
make
a
that drink
chilled
taste
cocktail
73%
glass.
better?
Let's do it. Okay. Thank you.
What if I do?
Right.
Bussing it. I'm going to take the drop.
Hi, Lena. We do sometimes do mocktails. Yeah.
Yes, we do. We honestly, we should do them more often on the air because after a few, I don't mind a mocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so
You can check our
Lemon
YouTube
twist.
channel historically. We have a whole page devoted to the mocktails. We used to do them, I think, every Monday. We had an
yeah,
episode. So
Mocktail
there's
Monday.
literally, at this point, 100 anyway.
Mhm.
Probably more than that. Just check the archive. Watch a bunch of videos. It does not hurt us. And I think you'll have a lot of fun. You'll find a lot of really great drinks
Try that.
that are not booze at all. So,
I'm gonna do a fun garnish too, but I had to make some space.
well, that is a nice sour with a
Jimmy.
pretty color.
One of those star fruit.
Star fruit. We happen to get these from...
Ooh, Devin says Jessica and I are marinating frozen mango chunks in rosé wine. Yum.
Hello.
Hello, Christy. Good to see you.
Don't I happen to have dehydrated mango right here? Yeah, I'm going to use that for something.
I want to do one of the star fruit.
Yeah, I got your number.
I bought these yesterday. I was so excited.
Maybe I will use my scissors, recently repaired, to cut them open because I'll
You know,
do
I think I'm
that.
going to do a little bit more of the Flora.
More Jim Flora.
I think I could do a full ounce of it. I did a ½ ounce, so let's do another
This is coming
½
to us
ounce.
from Marhaba Specialty Foods, international
Yep.
specialty food since '88.
All right.
19, that is. Starfruit is also known as carambola. Grown in tropical climates, has sweet and tangy flavor. Tangy is a very good thing, you know.
Is one of these a ½ ounce?
Delicious and healthy treat for snacking. No. The smallest guy. Is the smallest guy kicking around?
No.
Aye.
I don't know where it is. Okay.
So what you need to do is...
How big is that,
this
3/4?
This is 3/4.
All right, I'm going to do...
You can estimate and you can do fine.
I'll do 2/3 of it.
I think you have a very nice looking starfruit here.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. I'm going to change it.
5-fingered star.
I'm going to change it
Okay.
to 1 full ounce of the flora.
That honestly doesn't smell like much, so
And then...
the dehydration does kind of kill the aroma. You have to rehydrate it a bit.
And then I'm
It'll be
going to
fine.
up the lemon juice too. So if you could change the lemon juice and the flora to a full ounce, please.
I'd be glad to.
Thank you.
Folks.
All right, there we go. I think that's going to be more balanced.
So lemon was 1 full ounce, you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. 1 ounce. And flora you had from a ½ ounce to 1 ounce.
Yep.
Got it.
All right,
There
let's
we
try
go.
it again.
Shake, strain cocktail, huh? I speak in this sort of shorthand sometimes because we've literally done
That's
hundreds
it.
of episodes by now. So I will talk about things like, do you need
Garnish.
a chilled glass at 73% better?
The
That's
dried
this baby over
star
here.
fruit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what? Since this is the color of tropical water, it looks like a starfish in the bottom of my glass.
Isn't that super cute?
It's so cute.
Look at that. Oh, that's so cool.
I can't even.
That will rehydrate and get a little soft.
It
and
will.
be quite nice
Yeah.
on there. Okay, let me get back to
All
here.
right.
Starfruit is rich in vitamin C.
All right.
Well, you already have a big hit
Yeah.
of lemon in there. Well,
Oh, wait. Julie says I marinated pears and Barrow's ginger.
Pears.
Yum. Ooh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna steal your idea.
Pears and ginger, because you've certainly seen pears
Hi,
in
Marcy.
pears in liquor, pears in Armagnac, pears in, hold on just a minute, pears in what else? In liqueur. And then, of course, pears in the ginger. Wow, big ginger. That's awesome. Excellent, excellent. Honey mead. Fun.
Oh, honey mead.
Mhm.
Keep going.
We'll be seeing Christy in a moment. Be glad to pass you one, I'll tell you. But definitely.
Okay, I think we're caught up.
Got it.
All right,
Goody.
good.
Goody.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
well,
is perfect
thank
now.
you. Thank you, Johnny. We'll see you there then.
Yes,
And
it
of
was
course-
good before. But it tasted like a margarita, which was fine. But
I wanted to balance that out a little bit.
I could just make a margarita. In that
Hold on,
case, you know.
hold on. I spilled.
Uh-oh.
Some sloshing happened. You gotta be careful here.
Spilled my drink.
When-
Oh,
when-
dehydrated bananas for little $10. That's a great idea, Laura.
Oh, hello.
I love it.
Hey, that's fun. That's just about perfect. Kind of looks just right. Well, we got our star.
I keep reaching for it.
Starfish.
Can I drink back?
Hold
Can I have my
the
drink
bus.
back?
Hold the bus.
Can I have my drink back?
You're not going to want it sticky. Okay, pass me this.
It's already sticky.
Pass me this. Okay, can I pass you this? Here we
All
go.
right, those
I'll
can
put
go
it
too,
down.
actually.
Okay. How's that? Okay.
Clean off the bar. All right.
There is nothing like a drag.
Keeping this bar clean is a fool's errand
good, too.
during one of these broadcasts. I will just say
Well,
that.
it's a Sisyphean task. Not fools. It does get clean. You just have to keep doing it.
All right.
There we go. Super fun.
Okay.
Woohoo, baby.
Now you need a drink.
I need a drink. Well, we're actually featuring some product this week also that we have already tried.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to try on air, but the Trailer Park Boys have gifted us with some hot sauce. They had previously gifted us.
Coney Island Saucery.
Coney Island
They're
Saucery.
the ones that gifted us.
Yep, these are the guys. Had previously gifted us with some Green Bastard. And I believe this is that bottle, and it is awfully down. We didn't
I know.
actually drink that much.
Thankfully, they sent us
of this.
another one.
Consume that much of this within about a week or so. But they sent us a care package with a few bottles of each of these. And we haven't actually had the decent hot sauce
Oh.
in a while. So now we have the decent and the Green Bastard. And the Green Bastard is aptly named.
Oh, Satellite's on vacay. Lucky you.
These are both very vegetable. They're loaded with flavor. They are great on things. I can say right off the bat, we were thinking of doing a food thing earlier. Didn't get to it, but you know what I did do this morning? I put some of this stuff on waffles, and it was really good. So that's the Green Bastard. This is a very hot sauce. As they say, It's vegan, gluten-free, no sugar added, some scotch-free, something I can't say on the air, but the sauce is not free.
Eric, I think you're safe. Hilarious. I don't think they're going to flag you for that.
No. They say it pairs well with dirty old chicken burgers, bacon log slices, that's hilarious, tacos, skirt steak, hot dogs, or any food you want to add a devastating blow of flavor. They got this sort of luchador happening there.
Peter's asking what dehydrated bananas would pair with. I feel like that would be really good with like vanilla.
I think so too.
Like vanilla liqueur?
I think so too. You could certainly do it with a drink that had maybe half an ounce of a really nice banana liqueur and just punch banana. I would recommend, say, your Banana de Brazil. We also found out that there's another banana liqueur on the market.
Dehydrated strawberries. Really nice. Yeah, that'd be good too.
And I totally am spacing what the hell that is. Anyway, so I'm going to try something really simple and kick it up with my sauce. I'm actually going to use the green for this first thing.
Oh my gosh.
We'll go from there.
Lisa tries lots of fruit. Her bird loves it. When she gets peas, she immediately heads to her water bowl to rehydrate it. I love it.
Hello.
I love it.
Oh yeah, the birds are very used to eating berries and sundry fruits, whatever they can get their hands on.
Oh, you went to Disneyland yesterday.
Hello.
Jealous.
Phoenix. Oh, I
jealous.
I'll tell you. Was there any Trader Sam's, and was there any
Hi,
Matterhorn?
Hans. Good to see you.
Sam's Matterhorn. Just asking for a friend, you know.
Fun.
Roanoke. Woohoo! Big thumbs up to Roanoke. I believe you used to have one of those old school tiki joints. I think it's gone now. That's a hats off to
Fiji Island.
We were there. You were there twice.
I was there twice.
Yeah, I only got there once. It was a cool joint. So I'm really sorry that went. Well, our local de-tiki-fied too. So, man, that was a decision. Fiji Island, I think, might have not been a decision. So I'm going to try this. What I'm going to do is something really simple and see if I can punch it right out of the ballpark.
Chrissy's been trying to figure out how to make a drink that would look like a lava lamp. I believe there's a drink called the lava lamp.
You would need something.
Yeah, you need something that would be
globular, that would like to start to float. Something with, say, bubbles.
I was going to say.
And then maybe the stuff that goes into bubble tea, and maybe the bubbles attached to the bubbles.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And start to float. The bubble tea is, I think, is it tapioca pearls? If they're not too freaking heavy, then that might work.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
In terms of like a very large glob that starts to change shape,
something like.
Wow. Okay, I don't know about that, but things that get picked up.
I haven't tried this. I want to say right up front, I haven't tried this, so I don't know if it would work. But I'm like wondering, like little balls of Jello or something.
Light enough. That
I'd have to try it.
Light enough that it would form cavitation points, right? So that the bubbles would cling to it, and then lift it, and then they'd pop, and then it would fall.
Doug,
that should work.
We wanted to go there. Mount Fiji. Wait, is that closed now? I think we were driving across country, and there was a place in Omaha that we wanted to go to, but we got in so late, and I think they closed at like 9.
They had closed. So, we were leaving in the morning, so we just
totally I think we got in too late to even go.
Yeah, it was just, the next day, it's not like we were going to go to the bar at 7 in the morning.
Hi, Nico.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, tapioca
pearls.
Yep.
Asian grocery stores for the bubble tea.
Satellite, try to get to
try that
Undertow. Out. If you can get to Undertow.
Yeah. Undertow, I believe, changed location recently, but is open. I thought I saw that they had changed.
Maybe.
And they're open again. If I'm getting any of that wrong, my Phoenix area people will correct me right here, right now, because I'm not there.
I missed that entirely.
I'm here in the snow and the cold. Final blast of winter is what I'm saying. Did you hear me? Final blast of winter.
What are you making?
That's actually a command, not a request.
I'm going to be done with my drink by the time.
I'm talking to the folks over here, that's all. Anyway, first of all, clink.
Oh yeah, walking around the desert. We've done that too.
Have definitely done that. We've actually traveled. You truck into the desert out of the Phoenix area.
Oh, Undertow's fabulous.
Phoenix, Mesa, etc. Yeah. Chandler, and you suddenly, like, maybe 20 minutes outside of, like, your major metro, you're just sort of in ghost town area. Wow. It doesn't take that long. Kind of fun.
All right, so what are we doing here?
What we're going to do is, I'm going to make this in 2 stages. Let's start with, where are my, that's what I need. Let's start with a very pedestrian vodka martini. Happen to be using rhodium vodka from the Distillery. It's
Rhode Island Distilling.
Spirits, Rhode Island Spirits Distilling, which happens to be LGBT owned and makes fantastic spirits. And you can visit them in their location, and they'll mix you up a round or two that are really
It's
excellent.
a fun road trip.
It's an old factory. It's huge old factory. It used to be making jewelry. This is in
Peter, that's a great name for a cocktail. Maybe we'll try that.
That's Pawtucket, isn't it?
Yes.
Where they're located? Okay,
yes.
yeah. Which is rather close to
final blast of winter.
Anything else in Rhode Island. So if you're on the beach and you want to go truck and have some spirits and then we're tired of the beach during the summer, you can do that.
We've been to Hula's. We've been to the location in Phoenix.
Right.
A couple of times. Always for
Great place.
lunch.
Great place. Really
we never did brunch. We only for lunch. But yeah, that was fun too.
Okay, calling this a pretty standard.
Oh, Elizabeth, yeah, he ate at Disneyland.
4-to-1 vodka martini. Could you pass me a long spoon, please?
Yes.
And while you're at it, could you retrieve the celery bitters?
Yes.
Yes.
I might have to drop out though. Hold on.
I'll wrap with the folks. So what we got here, and I can just kind of start that going anyway. I'm actually starting out so I can sample this to begin with to say, okay, here's where the flavor additions make the big difference. Because what you got here is your vodka martini. Some people like these really super dry, in which case you're just drinking 2 ounces of cold vodka. I don't call that a cocktail, but if that's how you like it, let me know if I'm pouring, because otherwise I'm going to add some vermouth. I usually add about half an ounce to 2 ounces. That's about 4-to-1. That's a pretty good sort of thing happening there. Do we use up all the spoons?
Do we have any celery bitters that are... Oh.
We do. Towards the front there. Green copper. I just used some the other day.
That's not...
And
that's open?
I believe it is. Pass it.
Okay. I guess it is. All right.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah,
no, I was looking for the celery bitters. Here.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Yep, this is totally open. So the first thing to note is if you make a vodka martini as is, you've got something which is fairly straight up, pretty neutral in flavor.
Ooh. Oh, Elizabeth, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, not a lot going on there. That's why I drink gin martinis. Number 2, add a couple dashes of celery bitters.
Oh, I'm with you, Lori's. I'm ready for winter to be over too.
Without a stir. A lot of people would stir their martini. I'm doing that.
Oh, Lisa ferments too. You do it all.
Yep.
You do it all, girl.
Hello.
Okay, wait. So we're stirring.
2 ounces of vodka.
And what are we stirring with that?
Half ounce of vermouth.
Okay.
2 dashes of celery bitters.
Ugh.
Dry vermouth. Okay, so I actually made a straight up vodka martini. Give it a try. Okay, so that doesn't taste like a lot. Vodka does not add anything at all in the way of flavor. The vermouth in that quantity is a minor amount of flavor. 2 dashes of celery bitters. Suddenly I've got more vegetal things happening there. Pretty good. You may not like it. But let's
I don't think I'm going to love this one because I'm not
punch this further
into the celery bitters.
And let me see if I can add. Ooh, that's actually.
Although maybe if you use enough hot sauce, I won't be able to tell.
Let me reconstitute this
celery bitters
as much as I can. Oh wow, that's getting a little stiff there.
Yep, shaken not stirred.
Shaken not stirred. And let me see if I can get myself about sort of a bar spoon worth of the green bastard. There we go. Now, I could stir the hell out of that, and we would emulsify that into our mix, or I could just add a glass and shake the hell out of it, because I like to shake them. Why? Because I like James Bond pictures? Yeah. But I also like them to get cold fast because I'm impatient. So there we go. Busting that out of the way, let that rest. Now I need a glass that is chilled, and will make this taste 73% better. Now that
go for it.
Would resemble this. I'm going to add a fun little cocktail umbrella.
I wonder.
No, I'm not.
If you're in Phoenix, you got access to Bevmo. They might have the bitters. What are you looking for?
The fun little cocktail umbrellas. The ones that used to be like
I think
right
they're
there.
in the dish drainer.
I'll be right back.
Peter, I would keep it. We don't usually drink vodka martinis, but I would keep the vermouth down. Because otherwise you're going to start really tasting. I mean, it's going to, I think the vermouth would start to take over at a certain point.
It certainly would. You've certainly seen martini recipes, particularly from antiquity, that are kind of like 1 to 1.
Hi, Amy.
That are kind of like 1 to 1. And I think that's way too much vermouth for a modern martini. 4 to 1 is pretty good. If you like it less than that, like 8 to 1, and 8, of course, is your base. And then some people just say, oh, put like a dash in the shaker, swish it around and toss it.
Oh, Chas, that's a great idea. I love that.
Gesticulate like mildly in the vague direction of your martini, and that's the amount of vermouth. You know, that's ridiculous. That's just cold vodka. I added some flavor to this, and I punched it by adding some more flavor. The Green Bastard is pretty substantial stuff, so I'm suspecting this will look a little green, which it does.
Yeah,
it's got some flecks floating in it.
I like the color. Oh, and I like the flecks, too.
Yeah, the flecks are kind of okay in this.
It's kind of fun.
So that added quite a bit because it's a very flavorful. There's a lot of vegetables happening in that, and quite a nice burn. It's not a really hot sauce.
I smell vegetables,
but it is really punching the flavor. It's really punching the flavor.
Oh,
okay.
Eric's been seeing a falcon.
Give that a try.
Okay.
I'll see what we got here.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. We were thinking, like, what would these sauces play very well with? Well, certainly your tomato juice-based drinks.
Yeah, that's good.
Many people out there are like, oh, I love a Bloody Mary at brunch, or many other times in the day. Yeah, you could add a dash of this stuff and be happy. Really happy.
Wow, Errol.
Either of them.
Lisa is awesome.
Yep.
Errol says, yeah, it sounds like she makes a lot of stuff.
Oh, man.
Lisa, I'm impressed.
Fermenting everything. Yeah, we haven't made a regular bread in a long time. And when we had a bread maker, and that died a while ago, and I never got around to fixing it.
Garnished with green disco dust.
I really should have. It's not that hard to fix these things. It's just a thermostat. Funny. But
you could
green disco dust.
You could do green disco dust. Oh, for St. Patrick's Day.
Does that count as a vegetable serving? Well, I think those flakes are colored with vegetable matter. That's that's
a good St. That's like a St. Patrick's Day vodka martini. That's what I'm going to call it.
Boom. Tip of the green hat. Good thing I wore this tonight. And I even put the little green umbrella on there.
I'll call it St. Pat's Martini.
St. Pat's Martini. I got a little thing that St. Pat himself would be proud of.
St. Pat's Martini. Oh, boy.
And you know, it has a lot of flavor. It's got a mild burn to it. You could add more of the sauce, but I think, you know, where we are right now is a good place for that. You would not expect a mild burn in a Irish drink, but you know what? I would want it. So there we go.
I think that's great.
This is quite nice. And I think that the celery bitters complements what's happening in there. It's got a little bit of a vegetable flavor itself. Yeah. Those work very well in a Bloody Mary too. This would work well in your tall glass.
You know, the first time, it's funny that you're here, Lori, because the first time I had celery bitters, I loved them. I thought they were so good. I think they were on a margarita type thing. I thought this was great. And then along came the Tinseltini. And it completely ruined celery bitters for me. But that's good. So I think that maybe...
It's like you discovered the bottle of celery bitters in your mother's liquor cabinet when you were 12.
Hi, Nick Nack Twin. Good to see you.
You know, ever since then, you can't have
Andrew. Aaron was here earlier. Are you still here, Aaron? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Right. Good to see you, indeed. And Larissa, I was thinking of recently because I wanted to add some heat to something that looked an awful lot like that. And I reached for the Satan sauce. The Satan sauce really kicks you in the keister because it is habanero. Whoa, that is an extract. Well, what we have here,
Devin's celery bitters would be perfect in a Bloody Mary.
Coney Island saucery.
I was thinking this stuff would be good in a Bloody Mary too.
Excellent. I would absolutely recommend.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of Bloody Marys. Although the last time that somebody handed me a bottle of mix and said, "Here," I got rid of it and I had one. And I said, "This is really good." So I was kind of surprised. But Coney Island Saucery, Trailer Park Boys bring you the Green Bastard. The Green Bastard is full of veg and I think 2 or 3 different kinds of hot peppers and a ton of garlic. So it's really great. Your savory drinks would be happy.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay, the Tinseltini. It was a few years ago now.
Oh, geez.
But it was a Christmas. It was like a live video before Christmas. Yeah, thus the tinsel. But
the green in that was, I believe, creme de menthe.
It was awful.
And combining that with celery bitters.
And it was gin.
Was a unique idea, and it just failed. So, like, forget it.
By far the worst drink I've ever made in my life. And it was my idea, so I own it.
That became drain cleaner, but guess what?
Oh, Scotch bonnet sauce is great, Peter.
Oh, hello. Yeah, Scotch bonnet is awesome, and you can get that in a lot of markets where they have the international section. Grace from Jamaica makes a Scotch bonnet sauce, which is mwah, very good. We're actually talking about the...
oh, Aaron is here, yes. Oh, you're both in the house. I love it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yay.
Hello. Drinking, piping, and Coke. Hello. Twins in the house.
Yeah.
Yo.
Eric's saying, but that's so
In
true.
the house.
Eric's saying it's
In the
funny
house.
how some things turn you off. How some things turn you off to things that you liked was. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You flick a switch. Suddenly it's gone.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is what a lot of people forget about the old...
Oh, yeah, there was like peppermint schnapps and gin and celery berry. It was...
I forget what the schnapps was, but...
nauseating.
No, it didn't work.
It was really bad.
So that became drain cleaner. But then you said, all right, fine, take two. And you did it again without the celery. You did a different thing, and it was great. Spot on. So sometimes you change one ingredient, bang. And then there's also the fact that I'll whip out one of our classic guides, and I'll see a drink, and I'll say, looks awful. And I'm gonna try it so that you don't have to. And I try it, and I'm like, it is awful.
Doug says, I recall that the Tinselteeny had audience participation.
We will never, ever live it down. I got to look up Tinselteeny too and make it again and say, you know what? There is salvation for the Tinselteeny.
You know what? I could probably find it. Hold on. Give me a sec. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Allow her to do a bit of a search, and I will ramble on about all these fun things. But definitely. Yeah,
Hi, Keith.
I'm enjoying this little thing here. I was thinking if I made just a
Keith, our connection went wonky for a minute. I said hi.
I know.
Anyway.
I know.
Okay.
I thought if I make a really basic martini, in fact, make a vodka martini, because I don't want things to interfere with whatever else I'm putting in there. So the base is not a lot of flavor. Moderate amount of vermouth, sort of a 4-to-1 thing, which is it's a good ratio in these cases. If you happen to like vodka martinis, and I made this for you, it's plenty cold. I think you'd like it.
Right.
Then add the celery bitters to see where that takes it. And I'm like, that adds something that I happen to like, and she does not. But then add a good spoonful worth of the green bastard. Shake it. Get it really cold. Emulsify all of that hot stuff. That's a fairly thick sauce because of the vegetable matter. It's got 3 different kinds of peppers, a lot of garlic. It's really getting that. It's good for you. You know, right? And then pour into your glass, and it's like, this has a lot of savor. I'm really getting like notes that you would get out of a Bloody Mary without like a large glass of tomato juice. Interesting. But this is a savory martini variation.
This might be further back than I think, but
I'm gonna have to look and look and look. Who knows? But you'll look at that. So if you happen to like martinis and you don't mind throwing something else in there, and I'm not talking chocolate sauce, and I'm not talking 50 different liqueurs, so suddenly it's a beach drink. And suddenly it's got 4 different layers and it's a Pousse Cafe. That's not a martini. This is an honest to Pete martini, to which I've simply added some hot stuff to pop it up. So it's a different drink, but it's definitely in the family. It works well. And if you think that this little green umbrella is really cute and perfect for St. Pat's, guess what? These can be yours. They're in our Amazon store that is on the bottom of the screen right now. Are you? Am I right? Right.
It is. You're correct.
Follow the instructions.
Right.
Find them in the store. Go to our store. If you purchase those at regular Amazon prices, we get a little kick. So that would be very much appreciated.
I'm not immediately finding it. I think I'll have to dig a little deeper for
deep dive for later.
Tinselteeny, but
deep dive for later. So
wait. Oh, Christy's headed to England in a few weeks.
Oi!
Wow. What cocktail should we turn our British friends onto?
Your British friends. I like the way you wrote British because that's how they say it, depending on where they are. You know, it depends on where you are within the UK. The accent is all over the place. We've been hearing a lot of it by watching this show.
We've been watching Ted Lasso.
And they've got people from up country, people from like very like Eton. They got people from the Caribbean. They've got people from Africa, all over. And then there's a guy from Montreal, and he's like, oh, he sounds American. Yeah, he's from North America. So of course. And interestingly, what might you turn them on to? Well, first of all, bear in mind that the British actually do use ice in their cocktails these days. The whole idea of like warm drinks, I think, was kind of like that's more like a myth based on the idea that they drink beer warm. They do
Keith,
not.
if you like vodka, the one Paul just did, It was 2 ounces of vodka, a half ounce dry vermouth. How many dashes of celery bitters?
2 dashes celery bitters.
And
a bar spoon worth.
A spoon of this.
The Green Bastard.
Trailer Park Boys Green Bastard hot sauce. You could use any green hot sauce. That was really, sauces. It was. I was surprised at how good it was.
Bear in mind, there's something you could probably get in your supermarket called Yucateco, which is in fact from the Yucatan. That is green. That will possibly burn your face off. So be careful. This is a milder sauce, but I'm getting plenty of burn out of this. It's just not like, whoa, you know. Anytime that I've made one of these drinks and I throw in like just a dash of, say, Bujalakia powder, now that is a punch to the gut every sip. But this is not. This is just a real mild drink. At
in-laws, all there is for alcohol is beer.
Well, if they got good beer, then you're all set.
Yeah, that's
a good place to be.
Okay.
But yeah, if you happen to have...
bug juice. Errol, bug juice. Yep.
Oh, yeah. When I was in the Scouts, it was bug juice. Yeah, it was a cleaner. Ah, hilarious. Yeah. Well, if the acidity level was high enough that it would, in fact, be great for polishing brass. I sometimes find spare change just on the street because people don't respect pennies. And I just pick them up and take them home. Sometimes they're filthy, and if they're really kind of gunky, you know, we'll finish a show and I'll have like a dreg of lemon juice left over that is kind of old, and I'll just throw it in a shot glass and put it in my penny and it cleans it up.
What do you recommend?
For
the
British folks there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they are... the native spirit is, of course, Dutch, which is gin. But the British actually made it dry. It's no longer Geneva. So that, of course, is your perfect martini kind of thing. And I think that your locals drink a lot of martinis. You can turn them on to the martini variations, where you add something like hot sauce, where you add something like 2 dashes of one or another bitters to make it a little different. I don't mean chocolatinis. That's, no. I mean, you can do that. That's a good place to be.
Oh, Fat Tire's okay.
What is really good that they may not be that used to. I happen to really like a Navy grog a lot, and I think that is so antiquated towards the English that they don't necessarily have one in every bar. I've got an excellent grog formula. I'm glad to share it with you if you just drop me a PM, and I can hip you to that pretty easy. Any bar will have the ingredients. A lot of homes will have most of the ingredients, so it's not so hard. Yeah. And we're still in some pretty cold climes, if you're going to be there soon, which you are. So glad to hip them to a grog. That the term, of course, comes from an English admiral. They ought to know about good grog.
Well, I have an idea that we can try, and maybe it will work.
Yep, maybe.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, tomato juice. Yeah, I'm not a really big fan of tomato juice.
I'm not either.
So, like when we start talking brunch, I don't turn to a Bloody Mary, but we happened to be at an event in Atlanta in January. That was the Inhale. And I was on Sunday when people were trying to get rid of stuff. I take a drink at the bar, and the guy says, "Would you like some Bloody Mary mix?" And he has a whole bottle. And what he's done is taken commercial Bloody Mary mix, dump it into a container, add a bunch of spices, and dump it back in. So he added like a bunch of dill and things. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get rid of that for you. So I just carried it around for about half an hour until I found a party of people and said, anyone for Bloody Marys? Yes. And they took it off my hands. But first, I poured myself one, and I said, damn, that's good. So
I don't like Bloody Marys, but I'm glad that worked for you.
A lot of flavor, way too much sodium, of course. But hey, that's life from time to time.
Oh, satellite, I know. Well, I usually order them in New York City. We've paid upwards of $20 for
I have seen absurd prices for a glass of cold gin.
It's horrible because I'm like, for this price, I could like buy an entire bottle. Yeah, I
buy a $7.50, and I would be serving all of you a cold martini.
Errol's saying, heard a comedian talk about British singers talking with a Cockney accent, then singing with an American accent. He wants to go there, speak with a British accent, then sing with a Bronx accent.
A poison.
Well, that's.
Grip.
I mean, that's. Oh yeah, the spicy V8 for Bloody Marys. Yep. I know my grandfather did Snappy Tom.
Snappy Tom. I do not like the Snappy Tom.
Oh yeah, Gabriel. I know. I wish I loved them. I really do, but
they're kind of perfect for the purpose. Bear in mind that some people really love the Clamato. Well, we've made drinks with clam juice itself that actually were really
I know, right?
Good. So don't
Believe
underestimate.
it or not.
Do not underestimate the clam, and for that matter, do not underestimate the clams. That's a nod to our buddies Dan and Elaine, Mrs. Clam, who actually hosted us last weekend at a fabulous location.
Oh, Bloody Balls.
In Boston. I haven't been to Boston in a long time. It was good.
Bloody Balls.
But yeah, more hot sauce, please.
Yeah, definitely
Oh, yeah.
hot sauce.
I mean, your basic hot sauce, and one of those things is Tabasco. I think it's kind of de rigueur inside your Bloody Mary. But if you want to add whatever you've got on hand that you happen to like a lot.
Yeah, it's no joke drinking in New York City.
If you want to add like an entire pickled jalapeno to that sucker, that's a good idea. If you want to add a little bit of ghost pepper powder, make sure you have a fire extinguisher handy. But it would be good.
I'm going to work with the Flora again.
The Flora.
This time I'm going to do rye.
Ooh, made a rye car recently, and I thought that was really good.
This might be good for your friends.
So we have how much
We'll
rye?
do 2 ounces of rye.
2 ounces.
And I think we're about to kick this bottle, but you know what? I have another one.
Happen to have another because we were
I happen to have another one.
at our local recently, and we were questioning whether we needed anything. I said we're about to kick that rye.
Clearly, we did.
Look at that.
Pardon me.
That's old job, as they say in the business. That is a sign of respect to those in the armed services, by the way, who happen to need a good drink from time to time. So, 2 ounces of the rye. That happened to be Sazerac. It happened to be the Barrel Select, so it's actually really nice Sazerac.
I can see that there's a zip strip on here. Oh, wait, hold on. I found it.
Good. I'd be glad to help out.
I enjoy the challenge.
I have my Swiss knife. I can help with that.
When did it become a Swiss knife instead of a Swiss Army knife?
I've heard both.
I always used to hear Swiss Army knife, and I'm suddenly hearing Swiss knife.
The companies that produce them, Victorinox and Wenger, that is from German-speaking and French-speaking Switzerland, reverse order, have been producing them for about 100 years, no, more than 100 years now, for the Army. But by now, I think they sell so many knives to civvies that it is simply a Swiss knife.
Thank you. Well, I have one that's pink. I doubt if they use the little pink ones.
Necessarily. But the pink one is cute and does its job admirably. It is, in fact, stainless steel. It keeps an edge pretty nicely.
As we were.
It's got the tools you need.
2 ounces of rye.
2 ounces of rye.
And then,
I
learned from my last one, I think I'm going to up the Flora a little bit because it's really good.
Up your Flora.
But if you want the Flora flavor to punch through,
the Flora flavor,
you need more than a half ounce.
Yeah.
So,
because the flavor
3/4 of an ounce.
The flavor in there is not in your face. If you had a very, very neutral drink, it would probably punch up. But the rye is not neutral.
Excuse me, the flavor's not in your face.
Yo, man! Speaking of your Bronx accents,
in your face.
How much was that?
3/4 of an ounce.
3/4. Okay.
And then.
Don't mind if I do.
Sorry, I sound like a relative of Glendora. In your face.
Possibly. Well, she has a few relatives within the area.
Also going to do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice. And then I'm going to go back to the toasted almond bitters.
Note that every time I say lemon juice, I mean fresh lemon juice because we always squeeze it fresh for the show. It will be better in your drinks. Almond bitters. How much?
Call that 6 dashes.
60. Wow. So far, it's sounding pretty nice.
Well, I hope so.
Nice.
Find out. We're trying all these live tonight for the first time.
This still has a nice low-level burn, a lot of flavor. At its base, it's just a vodka martini.
Right.
But we added a few things that really punch it into the stratosphere.
All right, you can put the lid now.
What mind if I do? Ping! All right, let's check it out.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Oyster liquor. Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, if you can... Well, I've never seen that in a bottle because clam juice is one thing, but oysters is different. But if you actually sugar in oysters and you dump it out, it has that clean, briny flavor, which I think will be great in your martini.
That's my strainer.
Just chuck that baby, pour in, and then take your...
Did I ever have a strainer?
Possibly no. And then take your oyster, put it on a skewer, and put it in your martini. Boom, done. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. And by the way,
Satellite saying $20 cocktail, it better be freaking amazing. I will say in their defense, they tend to be large anyway.
when we've had one at a New York City location, they are not small. So if you have two, you're getting an Uber. You're getting an Uber at one, but you're definitely getting a ride home. Yeah,
we take the train.
And they're good. It's not like it's warm or the balance is off. No, it's a really, really hot shot martini because all of these places we go to are like hotel bars. They know what they're talking about. For that price, they ought to. Bing! Okay. Malibu's. Oh. Well, yeah, because that heavy hit of that coconut flavor.
That's going to smell like suntan lotion.
Bain de Soleil. For that Saint-Tropez martini.
Ooh, this is good.
Oh, yeah, Ed is noting that about the...
I feel like Horseshack. Ooh, yeah. Ooh,
Arrow, rather.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I was saying that there are more civi knives out there than the Army knife, so the Swiss knife is a Swiss knife. Oh, Norman. Who's from Norman? That sounds awfully familiar.
Oh, Lori says, I think my Leatherman tool has seen more action than some of my toolbox tools. I believe it.
Yeah, sure.
I believe it.
Sure, because it rides on your belt. And then you need to use it. You're like, oh, yeah, boom, pliers. Oh, there's the drywall saw.
Oh, horseradish and plenty of Tabasco, Gabriel says.
Hello.
All right.
I'm with you on the horse.
Your flora.
I'm with you on the horseradish. She is not. But I think that's an excellent idea and a bloody.
Thank you, Keith.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah. Bloody.
A whole roasted chicken as garnish, Devin. Oh my God.
I've heard of such things.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I've seen these absurd concoctions in a pint glass, which have literally an entire Thanksgiving meal on a
Christy,
skewer.
I think this is a winner.
Inside the drink and calling it a Bloody Mary.
I think a winner to share with your friends.
It's craziness, but it's hilarious. So we believe in stunt drinks when they're just like special effects.
If you can get hold of some Flora before you leave. It's made in Indiana. We bought it here in New York, so they're not paying me to say that, by the way.
No.
I wish they were,
not.
but they are not.
Bar multi-tool.
Ooh,
hey, is that one that's
nice.
about this size and it's got
I am enjoying this.
It's got the shot glass on the end because we own that too, and it's a great tool. You want to take that big blade and get it very sharp because that's going to be your friend for everything on that thing. So definitely. Well, hello. Yep. I can do that.
We need more, Thank you. I have
wondering
everything's
about
gonna
that
stick
flora.
to me.
Wondering about that
stick
flora
to me like
myself, you don't say. But again, you are on 2 platforms tonight.
Oh, have we done any? Oh, Gabriel's asking if we've done any mezcal. We love mezcal.
I was kind of thinking of it tonight, and I might have done what I did exactly.
That's a good idea.
With that martini.
With the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Ooh, want me to grab the mezcal?
Well, I could do that, but I was thinking of using brandy. So I will do that.
Okay.
If we decide to forge again, I might do the exact same thing, but with mezcal, and it's going to completely change up that drink.
Yeah, I love mezcal.
Because instead of having a neutral base as your flavor, you've suddenly got this extremely flavorful agave happening in your face.
Devin, please share those photos. I want to see them.
Take pics, please.
Yeah,
take pics.
I love it. We went to...
Mai Tai Valley.
Oh, Amanda, yes. Yes, we've had that Mai Tai, and that is strong.
It is the all booze Mai Tai.
The all booze Mai Tai.
And the base is 151, so it kicks you in the keister with the first sip.
Yeah.
They're not kidding with that thing. Wow. Yeah, so you really need to be taken away on a gurney after that, I tell you. So, something's in Milwaukee.
Oh.
The Big Bloody Mary. Oh,
okay, all right.
Yeah.
We will. That sounds like a good road trip.
I've seen plenty of pictures where you've got a whole chicken breast and you've got 3 shrimp and you've got 14 olives and all this kind of thing. But the entire roast chicken, how the hell do you even balance that without completely making a mess on the table? I don't know.
I was just going to say,
but it's hilarious.
The year we went to Tales of the Cocktail, it was kind of it was tequila and mezcal year, but there was a lot of mezcal. I was so happy. I was in heaven. Just there were entire rooms. There were just booths of mezcal. I'm just walking along going, sip, sip, sip.
I had a lot of fun.
It was great.
It was
great.
I'm trying to think of Cleve was there. Was he actually pushing mezcal or was it cachaça? I forget.
Oh, we should do a pub crawl in Austin. Yes, I've never been to Austin.
Pow! Now you're talking.
But that would be fun.
Well, Austin is kind of Fun City, USA, isn't it? And I'm thinking that you could do a pub crawl.
Yeah, it must be in a bucket.
A lot of places in Austin. And of course, South by happens there, and this is a serious town.
Joke says not for the casual drinker. Exactly.
You want one, not two, and you want to follow that with a glass.
Oh no! Elizabeth says had the Mai Tai at Valley High before a Chris Isaak show at Humphreys. I know where that is. Yeah, Humphreys. Almost missed the that Mai Tai is no joke. If you have a couple, it's yeah.
Yeah,
anyway,
it is
down
hard.
for the count.
It is hardcore. You do not want to repeat that one. It's made that way very specifically, of course.
Oh, a whole roasted game hen, yeah.
Now you're talking. Yeah.
Oh, Peter says, I remember the blue cocktail you had at your party from last summer. I had to sit down for half an hour. Yeah.
We do make them serious, and it is not fruit punch. So if you take a pint glass of it...
It was our first party, and
don't do that.
Since the pandemic.
That's why we have small punch cups, because it's a punch. You want to actually take that in
a tablespoon of horseradish. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot.
That's quite a bit.
That's a lot.
That's quite a bit. A little horseradish goes a long way, the same way that a little wasabi goes a long way.
Yeah.
So there.
The guy that rode the bike off of the roof is now a CEO of a company. Oh.
Freaking hilarious. Freaking hilarious. So we're talking about some very strong drinks. We have not had any very strong drinks tonight, and I'm not going to make one because we tend to make
he used to write cachaça.
Strength drinks.
All right.
He probably was doing that at the time, and I forget exactly which one he was, so I'm not going to try to name names. He gave us samples, and they were good, so he was doing good stuff, of course. I remember seeing Del DeGroff there. He was literally flaming 100 lemon peels into cocktails. He was like, bang, 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 bang. Wow, that man is a pro. Well, he wrote the book, and then he wrote the other book. Really, really, it's like one of the major domos behind this whole cocktail thing today. We would all be drinking really insipid things now, if not for people who really cared and dug deep, like Mr. DeGroff.
We've only been to one Tales of the Cocktail, but it was off the hook. I mean, it was all these liquor distributors, producers, distillers, and they all brought their A game.
Oh, it's serious.
And the drinking, the events,
it's hardcore.
I should say the events start literally at 7 a.m. with boozy breakfast.
Possibly 7:30.
No, there was one that started at 7.
7 in the day morning.
They started at 7, and the last event, this is midnight or 1 a.m.
This is
now we didn't go to all of them, but you couldn't. You'd die.
You would be observing my gravestone at this point in time, but you do enough of it and you're fine. And I got to tell you, 7 is slightly early, but it is New Orleans.
Oh, Aaron, yes. Okay, I'm putting Austin on the list.
The night that after we had the special ticket dinner at the local Mexican, which was excellent food.
This was in New Orleans, by the way.
In New Orleans, where they were doing the mezcal tasting. 4 mezcals.
It was like a mini course dinner, and every course came with a different mezcal.
And these were really premium mezcals.
We'd already been drinking all
so nice. The night after that was the morning after that was a little hard on me, but I rallied, and then I got to the event hotel and immediately agreed with the pop-up, and these guys were serving up Chihuahua. And I say, what do you put that in? And he goes, we have a coffee drink. I said, I'd love that. So I had some of that, and that was awesome. And then a gentleman from the hotel,
no one gave me a beignet,
in a white jacket says, would you like a beignet? And it's like, you're my savior, sir. And it was so good. Wow. Fresh beignets.
All right,
a little dusting of powdered sugar. A Chihuahua coffee drink. Wow, that was good. Yeah, that was good. I lasted the day because of a little sustenance. And that's New Orleans.
Amy, I totally missed that. Brother Cleve has a bar that's opening in Lower Manhattan this week. What?
This week? What? Nobody tells us anything.
No one tells us anything. All right.
We run a cocktail show every week. Who doesn't tell us this?
I go. Well, okay, to be fair, Amy's telling us.
Well, she's telling us now. True. You're here, you told us. So, absolutely, I'm glad.
I want to go.
I would be glad to see such things. We know the man for years. He's an engaging fellow. He's a good raconteur. He's a funny guy. And he knows his booze. So, yeah, I'm glad.
I want to go. I'm
glad to check that out. You know, he decided to actually restaurateur it. Well, many other have.
Bar-a-tour it, anyway.
So, what can we do with this thing? I was talking earlier about the shorthand.
Yeah, I don't know, Doug. This is the first time hearing about it.
Talking earlier about the shorthand I use from time to time.
I might have gotten, I'll interject here. I might have gotten a message on Instagram about this, and I think I thought the person got hacked, so I didn't reply to it. Because it just sounded really generic. You know when you get a generic message from someone that's like, I'd like your help. And you're like, whatever, scammer. And
wait a minute. Maybe we did know, but it just looked like junk.
Anyway.
It's hard to tell these days.
I want to support.
I get so many messages in my junk account because it's a junk account, but sometimes they're legit. Okay. Well, there we go. I got to tell you.
Anyway.
So anyway. Cachaça in Brazil is something like 1,700 brands. It is absurd, the number that you can find. A lot of them are very small production and pretty specialized.
Like a good time to me.
It starts to sound like mezcal, which is always very small production. And there's some fantastic ones. I got to say, about cachaça, the industrial stuff is actually,
Were you sipping from your blue glass?
I was.
Oh, Errol wants some blue glasses.
Oh, he does? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to say, the industrial stuff like P2, it's pretty straight up. It's not refined or anything like that. But then you get
the Mustard Museum.
Something that has been aged for a while in barrels, like say Novo Fogo or Ipioca. The amber Ipioca is nice stuff. So yeah, cachaça is that's headed with anything else out there. If it's very young, it's a little rough. If it's got some añejo on it, yeah. Definitely.
Well, it's like tequila.
And I do happen to like a Caprina. That's your basic cachaça drink right there. Recommendable anytime. Let's make some.
Chaz is saying the Mustard Museum sells a hit-and-run brand horseradish. Hot.
Oh.
Wow.
That's going to hit you.
All right.
Let's build in glass. I happen to have what I call an SOF. Single Old Fashioned. That's like I just said. Single.
Now
white,
if I move
female.
this over here, you're going to try to grab it back?
Nope. It's all yours, honey.
Okay.
Let's go. Full of ice. We drink a lot of things in cocktail glasses because we have a couple of fabulous cocktail glasses. Excellent. We drink a lot of things in double old-fashioned glasses when we're making tropicals because that's your basic mocktail glass right there.
Oh, Mustard Museum in San Diego.
Oh, it isn't fair.
Oh, okay. Really Doug shared the link. All right, I'm going to click on that later because if I click on it now, I'll just go away from this broadcast. Yep. But thank you, Doug.
It will kill us, so we're going to stay here instead of being killed.
So who wants to go to Brother Cleve's bar with us?
Hello.
Let's make a plan. Let's make a plan, you guys.
I like the message. Yeah, let's make a plan. Let's make that happen. All of you locals, you're around. You want to do this special trip? Whatever.
Make a plan.
Let's make it happen. Errol's note. Yeah. Skeptical. Our car warranty has expired. I heard that too. You really need to act on that. Otherwise, your car is going to conk out in the middle of the freeway. Take care of that right now, Earl. You got to do it. Oh,
yeah. Elizabeth likes a Caparina. Right? All right. Let's make a plan. All right.
Let's do.
All right. Let's do it.
I can make a Caparina right now, but I'm not going to. Maybe next time, as we start easing into the summer, which will happen because this is, for the East Coast, the last blast of winter.
Yeah, I keep saying it. Maybe it'll happen.
I keep saying it so that it will happen.
It was so beautiful on Sunday.
This is not a request. It is a command. I'm sick of shoveling snow. It's March. Get rid of this stuff. All of our correspondents in other areas of the country are like, oh, well, the weather here is awesome. Good. Keep it that way.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Okay. I wanted to work with our bottle here, the Flora.
Okay.
So let's actually, I'll start with the Flora. Let's go with
I was pleasantly surprised by the flora. Not that I didn't expect it to be good. If I thought it was going to be bad, I wouldn't have bought it.
You would have bought it.
But it was more complex than I expected. So yay
flavors.
for that.
3/4 ounce. I'm going to take your advice and punch it up a little higher.
Yeah.
Because it's a little subtle.
It is a little
It's
subtle.
not in your face like a lot of liqueurs.
In a good way.
Which means use a little more. It's a little sweet, so you need to balance that with your sour. Fine. The bottle is a little sticky because it's been that way all evening.
Fine.
So I'm going to clean my
Fine.
Fine. You know, anyway.
This made me think of people who leave online reviews. I only gave it 4.5 stars instead of 5 because the bottle's drippy. I'm not going to go review it, but people like that crack me up.
Yeah, because you know why? Because that's a first world problem. Damn it.
No, sadly, we are not unseasonably warm anymore. Although it's supposed to go back up in a few days. So,
lemon juice.
This flora is the blossoming event ingredient, I should say, of the evening.
Well, we tried it. We like it. We're using a lot of it. 3/4 ounce of the lemon juice, please.
Oh, I'm envious of you, LA people.
3/4 ounce lemon juice.
I got it. Okay. 3/4 ounce lemon juice.
Right off the bat, I have a great sour mix happening right here, and I made it myself. I didn't need to reach for a bottle that says sour mix from, I'm not going to name any companies. And this is already better than that.
Industrial size bucket.
Industrial size bottle.
I'm totally serious about anyone who wants to go to Brother Clue's bar. Let's do it. Oh, the flora. They're describing it as raspberry and edible flowers. And it's really kind of, you know what?
The raspberry is subtle, but you taste it.
I'm going to take another sip.
Give it a second and you taste the raspberry. It's actually not heavy raspberry like a raspberry liqueur.
You know what it tastes?
But it's there.
Okay, you know what I want to say, but I'm going to just give myself another taste to make sure I'm remembering correctly because it's been a minute since I've had any straight.
Cheroot.
So, okay. It tastes to me like I mean this in a great way. It's a little resinous.
Resinous.
It's a little woodsy.
Would not be surprising if we're talking flowers.
It's a little woodsy in a great way. Oh yeah, daylight savings time this week, Amanda.
Hello.
Yes.
I'll take
Actually,
the hour.
it's daylight saving time. You are correct.
Yes, it is saving time.
But yeah, that's kind of exciting. Spring is coming, no matter what anyone says.
There is no savings to it, and what are you saving anyway?
Yeah, Eric, you're right about Mother Nature.
You're not saving anything. You're shifting. It's daylight shifting time. You're putting an hour of time on the end of the day.
Oh.
Why might you do that? To save energy.
I just looking at the discussion about car warranty. Yeah.
Oh, please. They hammer us mercilessly with these stupid phone calls. And then they'll like come up with a number that is local. And then I think, oh, maybe that's my doctor. No, it isn't. And then they'll come up with a number that is close to your number. Oh, and then they'll come up with a number that is your number. And you think, wait a minute, I'm calling myself?
I'm calling myself?
I must go somewhere and figure this out.
Exactly.
So they get really stupid with this stuff. I can't call myself, so I'm not going to pick you up. I know you're trying to sell me extended warranty.
I didn't save any daylight this year.
No. All right, kids.
Yes, daylight saving, and then it's glorious. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you finally get that. You're shifting the time to the end of the day. What does that save you over the summer? Energy.
Oh, the Lafage is keeping Peter warm. Yep.
Yep, please. So what else am I going to add to this? Guess what?
Why is the bottle of coffee liqueur in the drainer? It was sticky, so I washed it. Well, I've done that. Yeah. Yes, Lori's, I have done that.
Yes, I've done that plenty of times. The last thing you did was actually get a new bottle of Hella Cocktail Ginger Bitters.
Yes.
And I think that is what I'm going to top this baby off with. So that's why I still have my Swiss knife.
Yeah, if you're ever in New York City and you're like, you know...
Lori's in particular needs to know.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Lori's.
She's already been there.
If you're in New York City and thinking, I'd like to divest myself of a lot of money, visit Kalustyan's.
Every spice, every cocktail flavoring, every interesting little add-on to cooking and baking and everything that you might be interested in is in an extremely narrow little location over on, where is it again?
It's on Lexington Avenue. And I can tell you the address because I remember it was 123 Lexington Avenue.
Lex.
And yeah, they have everything. Literally everything. All right, Lori thinks we should stay on daylight. Yeah, that's a thing.
Hey.
I don't even change my clocks in the fall. Christy says, "Don't be correcting him."
If you don't look at the clock too
how about
often.
a cocktail called the robocall? That's a good
Robocall.
one. That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
Excellent. So what have I done here?
Yes, you're correct, Elizabeth. The first week of lost sleep is brutal.
Oh.
I'm always happy to have it be light later, but that is a brutal week. Hi, Fabs. Good to see you.
This is already good. What have I got? I've got a brandy sour.
Yeah.
The sour is lemon juice and our buddy Flora. Okay. Added a pretty heavy hit of both because I wanted to balance out both of them. And then I'm going to kid the resistance piece with the hella ginger. I'm going to give that like 6 dashes. Yeah. Let's try that out now.
Yeah, Amanda,
I'm just going to swirl that a little so it's right there in the face. Bang, that's nice. I like that a lot.
All right.
Really simple sour. Single old-fashioned glass, lots of ice.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that nice? I like that a lot. That's a good thing. And you could vary that up.
Sip of that one.
Shake that up, put a cocktail glass if you like. You could take this and top either of those.
We do need to up our Flora.
With a finger of bubbles. That would be really nice. I wish I had bubbles. So.
Devin says, that's how our stove is. We forgot to change it. Now it's about to be correct again. Exactly, right? Exactly. It's crazy. I was in there yesterday. I bought 4 things. It was $51.
I will say this as a
really 4 things.
As a chef and a baker and a cocktail mixer.
Oh, Keith, the Flora is great.
You're dealing with flavor and nuance and nuances of flavor and all sorts of extracts and everything and spices around the world. If you've never been to Galusian's, you need to walk in there, make a special trip, literally, and just watch and pick up your jaw off the floor at the length and breadth of everything there is in the world that is just flavor.
Oh, gosh.
And you're reminded of the fact that human beings will eat anything. Anything.
I love the conversation on YouTube.
The spices and the extracts and the craziness and like the 46 different kinds of saffron.
Chaz says, a toast to Clara Rockmore's birthday.
Hey, Clara!
I know who that is.
You of course saw
Theremin.
You of course saw Clara in the Theremin documentary. Mm-hmm. Did you not? Of course you did. The Theremin documentary is awesome. It's just great. It is a crazy love story. And at the end of the love story, the guys making it find Lev. They find Lev Theremin. And they reunite him with Clara.
Gabriel, you got to let us know when you come to New York.
And that whole bit where they're just walking down the street hand in hand to...
I know. It's so sweet.
Good vibrations is awesome. So, sometimes you just have to come up with an idea, follow it, and go where you go. Because the theremin is a crazy instrument. And Clara was an absolute master. And she was using like a Model 1 theremin, like Lev actually made that himself. It's crazy. It's about 5 vacuum tubes. It's just a capacitance circuit. Your body capacitance makes this thing work. I built one. Nowhere near as good as hers.
He did build a theremin.
It works to this day. It's just a simple circuit. It's just a fun instrument. Everyone should have one.
Oh my gosh, the connection keeps dropping on Facebook. It's not dropping on YouTube, by the way, just Facebook.
Notably.
I don't know. All right.
I see who likes us and who doesn't.
No, okay, so what did you do for Brandy?
I was rattling it off, but you weren't listening.
No, well, I wouldn't say I wasn't. That's so judgmental.
So
I wouldn't say I wasn't listening. I would say I was participating.
Oh, so you were. 2 ounces of the brandy, please.
Okay, wait. 2 ounces. Brandy. Not Grandy.
Not
Brandy. Okay.
No.
And then the bitters, what did you do?
6 dashes of the ginger bitters.
That's right.
And thank
Is
you
that
for achieving those, because I like those a lot, and we were about to run out.
Okay.
That is, yes, that's it.
All right. Okay, good.
Combine.
All right, we're caught up.
Combine, stir, drink, enjoy. Yes, that's the one. Hello.
How much is gas in our town, Fabs is asking.
Oh, gasoline prices.
So,
Latest price you saw today was
we didn't go out today because it was snowing.
Yeah.
But when I was driving home yesterday, it was $4.32 a gallon.
Which is quite high enough as far as
yes.
go.
Hi, Aaron. Okay, so he made a drink earlier with the Green Bastard. So
yes,
good.
did.
I will send you the recipe because it was delicious.
It was, speaking of delish.
Yes.
Speaking of decent, well, I used the Bastard and the Bastard.
He did. It was so good.
The Bastard elevated a fairly pedestrian drink into something good. So that's
Arthur's house.
Jim
No
Arthur.
way. I was just there yesterday. All right.
He was a man of a certain stature that I bet enjoyed a cigar and a nice glass of American bourbon every day.
Well, his farmer home houses Caloostians.
Oh, really? Good grief. Wow. That's hilarious.
And Devin just put a little mango wine in iced tea. That sounds great.
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea. I have some dried mango from Trader Joe's.
I'll send it to you, Aaron.
I'm going to find a narrow slice here.
That sounds like a good drink name, too. The narrow slice.
Narrow slice. And I'm going to...
Well, you give me a good idea.
Duke this drink with a narrow slice. There we go.
I was
Boom.
thinking you could
That's
do...
it.
Okay.
Add the dried mango.
All right. Oh, Christy says I need a bartender. All right, so I'm thinking...
I'll be your bartender.
Oh my gosh! Satellite says in California, a Chevron regular was $5.99.
$6.
That's terrible.
Buy yourself a moped. I got to tell you.
Oh, Fab says $6.74. Oh my gosh! I thought it was high here.
Where are you? Where it is over $6?
Wow!
Dang!
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you got to tell us where you are because that's no joke.
Interesting. It gets high enough in this state where gas taxes are a little high. You go further south and it gets lower because the taxes reduced. But when base prices rise, everybody suffers. And the fact is, things are happening.
Devin likes the mango. Yep.
Excellent idea.
Trader Joe's.
Excellent. Yeah, I know you already did, and I think it's a great addition to a drink like this. I was thinking, we have these garnishes over here. Let me use them. Let me use the garni.
Wow, that's nuts.
Crazy stuff.
Yes, Hans, we can ride the trains. So yeah, I don't drive into New York City. I just drive. We have a park and ride here, so I just drive to the park and ride, which is like 4 miles from our house, and then take the train.
Don't drive if I don't have to.
Because you know what? Like, okay, gas is really high right now, but what's really, really high is crossing a bridge to get into New York City.
You want to cross the George Washington? I believe it's $14. 16. Okay.
16.
I'm out of date. I was thinking 12.
Yeah.
So I'm totally wrong. Wrong. And I think that
$4.29 in Vegas.
I think the tunnel crossings are about the same. And if you want to get to Staten Island, wow, I don't know what they cost these days. And then you're in Staten Island. Wow. So, yowza. The simple fact is, if you want to get to Manhattan, take a train, or I would actually cross the cheapest bridge I could and come in from Westchester. So, there you go.
Oh, okay, Eric, I assume you're talking about Clara Rockmore. This is my favorite track of hers is Blue Veils and Golden Sands.
Ah.
Nice. Yes,
There's also, of course, the...
Oh, Amy recommends Gas Buddy. Thank you, Amy. Oh. That's a great idea.
15 cents a gallon adds up pretty quickly. You want to fill a tank, that's going to be $1.50 before you know it.
Vintage Vespa is a way to commute, Doug says.
Oh, yeah. Well, talk to our...
Oh, wait, hold on. Dean says, as far as musical instruments are concerned, the theremin can't be touched.
It really can't because you'll mess up.
I lost my thingy. Wait, hold on.
Because if you do, you mess up the tuning. I know that.
I know I'm too late with this, but...
I do not own a really nice theremin. I own something I built from a project in hands-on electronics in 1988. I had the instructions. I burned my own board. I built it with parts that I found on Canal Street in New York City. And the fact is, people were still astonished at this instrument because it worked and it sounded great. It It doesn't sound that great. It's not a really, really nice
It doesn't
theremin,
sound that great.
but it works. It sounds good enough.
Oh, Delia Derbyshire. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I lost track of this one, Eric.
Okay,
All right.
you want to illuminate us who that is? Because I don't know who that is, so you want to tell us who that is. Thank you, Eric. Now, here's the thing about the theremin, is that if you want to like have one yourself, you can buy one. I believe that Moog actually sells the Etherwave still. There was an Ultra Etherwave, which is no longer on the market. But you can also go to the Paya company and buy a kit and build one. If you're of that bent, it's great to build one. You can also find some ancient plans from the 1950s from all of these electronics magazines and build one out of parts that you're going to have to source. You know, anything with vacuum tubes is going to sound pretty nice. It's just the way that these things work. But even the one from Paya, which is based in Oklahoma. Paya's from Oklahoma.
Yeah, I gotta share Christy's
Yeah.
post because this is great. Christy says, our house is a mixed household. I drive a plug-in hybrid and Buzz drives a truck.
His truck should be a hybrid too.
I love it. Well, I don't know. Please don't make me bring up my annoying rain stick. Oh, want to talk about tolls. Hauling a double axle trailer back and forth to Maryland. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Gee.
I can't even imagine.
Oh, seriously. They're going to get you. And you have done that route.
Oh, Aaron's been thinking about getting a Moog.
Many times.
Okay. All right.
Well, you have your choice. You can get a Moog, which is like a pre-built. There are other ones on the market, which are probably pretty reputable. I'm not going to speak for every brand. And the kit from Paya looks really nice, and there's some good modifications which alter the tone nicely.
Elizabeth loves
this
her
is
garage
very
turntable.
adaptable stuff. I happen to like an electronics company that produces kits because I built a lot of kits back in my day. And the Heathkit company is long gone, although they're back, but they need to produce more kits because they're fun. They're fun. They're really
These
good.
are names I hear. I'm like, Keith Kit. Yeah, I know that name, and I don't know why.
That's the stuff. What does she like?
Her garage turntable.
Oh, Garrard. I grew up in a Garrard. I think it was a Model 60. It's actually a really nice...
Model 60.
It's a nice machine. We had the one with the plastic base. It's not so great, but you can get the one with the wooden base. It looks nice. It actually sounds quite good and is a record changer. That's not so nice on your LPs, so I say convert it to a single play turntable. Give it a nice cartridge.
Oh, Christy's asking where the other comments are coming from. YouTube.
Yeah.
Our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Velveteen Lounge on YouTube. So, youtube.com/Velveteen Lounge.
Easy to find.
Apparently, YouTube is like 30 seconds behind Facebook. So, anyway, it might be confusing to be on both, but yeah, we're on both. So
that's life. We are on both platforms because we can be. We would be on more if we could be, and that might really complicate things. But we can handle both of these, and
I've been trying to handle them. I love all the conversations happening.
Hey, look, people talk amongst yourselves. This is all
Makes
about
me so happy when you talk amongst yourselves.
lubricating the conversation and allowing you to feel that you can actually drop some salient comments here and there.
Eric says, I wish I had a
Moog
Voyager. That sounds exciting. I don't know what that is, but it sounds exciting.
Yeah, could you illuminate us about that, Eric? I'm not sure what that is, and the audience would like to know.
Moog Voyager.
That would be good. I would be interested.
It sounds exciting.
I've heard about something called the Mogerfoger. That's slightly dirty, but it's hilarious. And I really respect the Model 1 Moog because when I was at college, one of the music professors had actually designed the original Moog modular. And that guy was Herb Deutsch, who was awesome. Great guy.
Oh, people are asking about Twitch. All right. We're all here. Do you guys do Twitch? Because apparently we can also simultaneously go live on Twitch.
If you Twitch, we could Twitch.
I love Twitch, but the only thing I ever watch on Twitch is DJs.
Let us know.
So, if
DJs
Twitch is a thing
there.
we should be looking into, well, let us know.
DJs are there because they can go up there and play a whole set without getting canned. So, if we could go up there and you would watch us, that's We're not going to play music
Devin,
or anything.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
It is like we're having a cocktail party. I'd love to get us all onto one platform, but you know, like, what are the chances?
It is rough because
okay,
there are
Christy
so
does
many.
Twitch.
There are so many.
All right.
Oh, you can tip us? Oh.
Yes.
Well, hello.
Yes.
That's nice.
I found out about someone's trying to get me onto some platform. Okay, so I got an email the other day from a company, and I'm not going to name them because I'm not calling them out,
nope.
but it's like, we can help you get tipped in real time. And I just thought no one's going to sign up for that. So I haven't gone for it. But anyway, we love you guys regardless of whether or not you tip us. So
we're not here for you to tip us.
Exactly.
If you would like to actually support what we do,
but if you
there are ways to do it. You're looking at the bottom of your screen right now.
Amy's saying if you Twitch, we can have music.
There is our Patreon, and there is our Amazon store, and you can find a lot of products that would help us out materially. So, check it out.
Amy is saying if you Twitch, we could have music. So, here's what I'm thinking.
So, some channels paid as licenses.
Someone who knows what they're doing needs to message me and let me... Oh, Christy's asking where we find our merch. Okay, so at the bottom of the screen... Okay, so we have a little bit of merch on our website, but really we're very low. So if you're interested in cocktail glasses or something, just message me and I'll get back to you. Or you could go to our Amazon store, which doesn't have merch at all, but if you enter Amazon through our store, we get a commission on anything you buy, whether or not it's from our store. So there you go.
So here's the thing. One thing we do have in quantity is...
Yes, YouTube's do go... Laurice is right. The thing about Facebook is the comments stay, but on YouTube they go away.
If you're interested in...
I don't know if they stay on Twitch.
Actual merch, we happen to have quantity on the Glendora glasses. This is a fantastic wine glass. It is a full-size wine glass. Don't be fooled by the size. It's great. It has a full wrap from our buddy Gene. South Pacific for promotions. I'm going to actually plug him. And we can sell you a pair of these currently from our site for I think $20 plus shipping. That shipping might be a bit high. You might need to see us in person, but they are available.
I would say message us because
send us a message.
We can get you what you need, and I will try to find you the lowest price possible on shipping because shipping is expensive.
The simple fact is, if you're going to see us, that's your best bet. But we have quantity in these, and we can sell you these, and these are a fantastic wine glass. So, hey, and, you know, Glennie needs a little love. Just saying.
Kalaka boy, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
That sounds right to me.
I hope I am. It's good to see you. Hello. Okay, so, all right, people are saying the comments stay, but I like the Twitch idea because, Lisa says, I'm drinking out of my Glendora glass right now, and Aaron is saying, shipping sucks.
Awesome.
Yes, shipping does suck.
Aaron does deal with this all day long because he's selling product as well. And it is a pain in the bleep. So, yeah, I hear you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Wish we could do something about that, but there's energy costs that are just kicking us all in the keister.
Aaron says, I went to a wedding at the Coney Island Aquarium at night, and during the cocktail hour, there's a theremin player in a dark aquarium with walruses coming to the window. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Well, you know,
that sounds amazing.
The aquatic animals respond to sounds. Think about whales who actually make these crazy, huge morning sounds.
Aaron, you got to see the documentary. It's so good. The theremin documentary.
Yeah. No, you see that. It's just called theremin.
Yeah.
And it probably, you could call that up in 2 seconds up on IMDb, and it would tell you what's what. Early 90s. It's a great,
Elizabeth, thank
piece,
you.
Which is fantastic stuff. It's really cool. They got Bob Moog when he was alive. I think they got Herb Deutsch too, which is awesome. And they got Lev Terman and Claire Rockmore, which is just It just stills the heart how great that is.
Kalakaboy, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Okay. Says I'm enjoying a strawberry milk bubble tea. We were talking about this earlier.
Literally.
Because we were coming up with an idea for a lava lamp drink. That would be amazing. Strawberry milk bubble tea and booze. I like it.
I think it would happen.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, Peter, oh, thank you.
Peter is a wine drinker of various and sundry wines and is very discriminating. So he knows that a Glendora glass will make his wine taste 53% better.
All right, hold on. I'm just... Wow, is it really that old?
That's it.
It's called Theremin, an Electronic Odyssey. Yeah. And it's from 1993, which is just shocking to me because...
29 years.
Wow.
Okay. I guess it's been a while since we've seen this. It's been a while since we saw that at the, what was that? Was it Village Cinema, I believe we saw that.
Is that really?
Yeah.
I thought we saw it at like Knitting Factory or something.
No, Village Cinema. We saw the 8-track documentary at the Village Factory.
No, I know, but I thought it was like a situation where there was like a meet and greet after and stuff.
I do not recall a meet and greet, and if we'd been able to meet and greet Lev and Clara.
No, they weren't, no.
Good God.
No. Yeah. All right.
That would have been cool.
All right.
But like fantastic people have been involved in electronic instruments for a long time.
Oh, Lisa, that's a great idea. We need to get glasses.
Oh, I
love that idea. That's great. Thank you.
I would love a coupe. So here's the thing. Another thing about theremins is that the Beach Boys did not actually use. They used something called a tannerin, which is a much easier instrument to play, but it works the same way, more or less. So that is to be borne in mind. But they used it, and it's a big hit sound, and now you know what a theremin sounds like. Lava lamp drinks, we might need to pioneer that.
Oh, Eric says, you may like the documentary I Dream of Wires. I bet he would.
I enjoyed the documentary Empire of the Air about radio.
Okay.
Which, if you are at all interested in electronics, you would too. It tells you about the pioneers and the big three guys. And back in the day, it was all guys.
Laser harp. I've never heard of the laser harp.
Oh, jeez. How about the...
Oh, okay. Elizabeth says, I learned all about theremin and the Moog thanks to my early love of Led Zeppelin. All right, yeah. Led Zeppelin bio books. I love it.
I believe that Mr. Page was playing... What was he into?
I don't know. What was he into?
There was actually a Moog theremin before there was a Moog synthesizer. I think he was playing that instrument.
Okay.
As a matter of fact. If anybody can correct me, please. But he was playing something that he could get off the shelf. And at the time, that was available. There was an early 60s Moog theremin that was all solid state. And I think he played that. Because he was just really playing it while he was playing live. And if you want to talk a song like Whole Lotta Love with a lot of sound effects, yeah, that's what we're talking about. He also used to play the guitar with the violin bow, which he got from the band The Creation. Now I'm getting very geeky on you musically. And did a lot of fun with that. I believe he actually pioneered that sound while he was with the Yardbirds. And I'm a big fan of those guys. So, yeah, that goes back.
All right, Chaz is saying Jimmy liked his EBow over his strings.
Well, the EBow is a fun little thing. It's sort of an electronic modulator.
I was going to say, I don't know what that is, but...
I have seen that used live.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I pronounced it perfectly.
Oh, I'm so glad
All right.
I'm so glad to. I think we've heard enough names of liquor that we might have been helped with that. But that's awesome. I'm glad. Because, I'm glad you're here. The... let's start with Jean-Michel Jarre, who is the son of... Damn it, the other Jarre. The composer Jarre, who
Let's find
actually did.
It's easy to figure this out.
Yeah, thank you. I just can't pull this stuff out of my head in a second.
Parents.
Maurice Jarre, thank you. Yeah, Maurice Jarre is known for a lot of things.
That's what Google's
I'm
for.
getting irritated with myself for not knowing this off the top of my head. But he's known for a lot of things, including the score to Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes,
which you are familiar with, of course, because you know film scores, don't
make me
you?
Start singing it.
I'm not going to do that. But it's a great epic picture. David Lane. And
Chrissy says, "Come
Maurice
on, Paul."
is awesome. No, I'm not going to do that because I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's gone. It's gone. I need help.
He fried those brain cells long ago.
I did not. It just aged. But I thank you for helping me out because it really helps.
Anytime. I can get a new tab and hit Google anytime.
Screw it. That's why I have the internet. Boom, done. That's the thing. We're here for entertainment purposes and a few drinks, and we deliver that every week, I think so.
It's like what the lawyers say. You have to say, we're here for entertainment purposes.
Yeah. Don't try this at home, folks.
Oh, see, Eric was there with Maurice.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Maurice or Maurice?
Maurice. You know, in England, it's Morris.
Morris.
It's Morris. Yeah.
Morris.
Like, who am I thinking of?
Morris Gibb?
No, yeah, well, he was Morris Gibb, definitely, but I'm thinking of an English actor who was
One more drink. I was thinking that, too. I was thinking maybe a beer drink.
English actor who was in Planet of the Apes.
Oh. I was about to cuss, but now I'm not going to.
No, that's filling me, too.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yes, you do. Also in Rosemary's Baby.
Yes.
Great actor.
We love him.
No, fantastic. Shakespearean
We love
actor.
him.
He did
Morris.
great
Morris.
work for
Morris.
ages.
Morris, what's his
Ages.
name?
Yep.
Evans.
Thank you, Morris Evans.
Evans.
Now, you look at his name and you say Maurice Evans. He was never Maurice. He was Morris.
Oh, yes. Roddy McDowell, though. We love him, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Roddy was awesome. And Kim Hunter. Kim Hunter is just awesome. She did so much good work. Jeez. And she's known as Zira. But Zira is instrumental in these things.
I love that you're talking amongst yourselves. It makes me so happy.
Look, I grew up on all these things. Many of you did too. I grew up on the Apocalyptic Apes trilogy. Actually, it's about a 5-picture thing. And also the fact that the future is extremely dystopian and we're living in it right now. This is the Soylent Green year, so it actually seems a little too close to home.
Oh my God, you just gave me the best idea, which might be a horrible idea.
Horrible idea.
It's a wonderful, to quote the Grinch, it's a wonderful, awful idea. Next week would be our St. Patrick's Day video.
Suppose.
But I'm also thinking Soylent Green.
Soylent the Green? Oh!
Is set in 2022.
It literally is, folks. Check,
so I'm thinking the Soylent the Green.
The Soylent the Green.
Oh.
We're going to mix it.
Oh, Gallipoli. Yep.
Drink with it.
Yep.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a pretty tough movie.
Errol says, when people ask if I fry those brain cells, I contort my mouth and say, I never had those brain cells.
They were never there.
Thank you.
So don't start with me, he says. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Roddy McDowell.
Geez.
Yeah, Soylent Green. I'm thinking our St. Patrick's Day episode this year needs to be the Soylent the Green.
People talk about the Wearing the Green. Perhaps it's the Tavern on the Green. Maybe it's the Soylent.
Oh, Lisa, that's hilarious.
The Green.
Lisa says, my parents, for some reason, thought Rosemary's Baby was horrible for me to watch, but The Omen wasn't. Oh, God.
Good God, The Omen is exactly
That's hilarious.
The same.
No, I feel like The Omen is scarier.
More people died horribly in The Omen than in Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think only Morris Evans dies in Rosemary's Baby. Wow.
Oh, yeah, Devin, you're correct. Yeah, dystopian futures like 1980 in some of these movies. Or in the case of Soylent Green, 2022. So I'm thinking our St. Patrick's Day video needs to be the Soylent of the Green.
I'm thinking of...
I'm cracking myself up.
I'm thinking of television shows, and I'm thinking of the show UFO, where like the future is 1980. I'm like, you said it 10 years in the future, so you know we weren't quite there yet. Well, Soylent Green was set 50 years into the future, when the future might be horrible. Well, we're there, and you know some aspects of this are really kind of punching in the gut. They're punching me in the gut.
All right, and I need to look this up though.
We will make things happen as best we can. I adore the dystopian future because it's my youth. All sorts of things are like that.
All right,
hold on. I'm okay with it. But, you know...
It was 1973.
Yep.
Are any of these people still alive is what I'm wondering.
No. I don't know. No. I don't think so. I think I heard of him die. Definitely
really? Not. Okay, hold on.
No. The rest I really can't tell. The principals
Dick
involved
Van
in this...
Patten. No, he's dead.
Yeah. The principals involved in this are all long gone.
I think she's dead too, though.
Edward G. Robinson died like within the release of this picture.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on.
Last movie.
Lee Taylor Young might still be alive.
Oh, she's still kicking around. Awesome. She's good in this.
She is.
She's good in I Love You, I'll Be Tokeless, too. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Big shout out to Lee.
Soylent Green is people. Somehow we aren't all wearing silver lame pants.
We're talking about UFO, absolutely.
Futuristic cocktails and space bags. Yes. All right, this is what we're doing for St. Patrick's Day this year. Oh, chartreuse. Yeah, okay, yep.
Oh, but the oven is worse. You're right. I mean, the oven is just like
for a kid, right, Satan. Devin?
Hideous Satan thing, you know?
Yes.
You're like, you're practically watching
Hi,
The Exorcist.
Don. Good to see you.
Hey, Don. I actually saw you today with new glasses. They're looking good, my friend. Definitely. Okay, so we have another vote for Twitch. Thumbs.
All right.
Many
parts are edible. Okay. All right.
You understand that the original novella, which is actually called Make Room, and Harry Harrison. Yeah, that's the author. Now that in the future, in the dystopian future, Soylent is just soybeans and lentil. That's all. That's all it is.
They make Soylent now.
The Soylent is available on your shelves, and it is in fact made out of soy. But when the makers of the movie...
I'm going to go ingredient shopping.
I'll be
back.
When the makers of Soylent Green decided to make the movie, they thought, now wait a minute.
The makers of Soylent.
The dystopian future should be really awful, and it's horribly polluted because that's where our planet is right now in 1972. So what are we going to do? Like, what is the future going to look like? The future is going to look like a place where the planet is getting hotter and hotter and hotter because of too much gas in the air, because of all the industrial pollution. That was certainly a figure back in the 1950s and 60s. So they reflected that. And what happens in those cases? Well, that means too much CO2 in the oceans means that things die. So all of that stuff that you're purportedly getting out of the ocean is no longer there. And when you feed your little like green cracker to people and say it's Soylent, what's in it? It's supposed to be soybeans and lentils. That's what the movie says. But there are no more trees on the planet. So what is it actually? As our policeman finds out in New York City, it's your neighbor. Now, at the end of the day, that might just be the way it goes. I don't know. I don't make any predictions. But reducing resources on this little orb are all that we have. So I say, drink hearty while you've got it.
All right.
And in a week or so, we'll get you some Soylent. Oh! Boom.
I'm excited about this idea.
Erin is excited about your filmmaking endeavors.
Oh,
Bang.
Thank you. Thank you. It was super scary.
It's a very large concern around
scary.
here. Can I tell you?
but yeah.
Oh, and Errol's noting that Roddenberry went way, way out. Yeah, he kind of did. He was like 24th century. It's like, yeah, you're not going to get there, so you're not going to be concerned with it. If you could actually achieve that in your lifetime, you might say, it didn't happen. I don't know. Come on, guys. but definitely. Delicious.
I've got another idea.
Delicious. Light classical in the background for Soylent Green. We'll have to make a playlist for you. Logan's, where people have to die at the age of 30, of course.
Oh, isn't that sort of like, we saw another one like that too.
Oh, Logan's Run?
Yeah, no, where they put people out to pasture after 30.
Oh, geez, what was that?
Yeah, it was that was one of those trippy 60s films.
Yeah. Oh, that one is...
Gas?
No, Gas? Yeah. Gas, they all died after that age because of gas?
Oh, yeah, but the same as part of that whole... Wild in the Streets.
Wild in the Streets,
yeah.
Yeah. It's a cookbook!
It's a cookbook. Soylent Green is people.
And that's why I'm not eating any...
Hi, Joe!
...foam meat products. Thank you, John.
Wait, go back. We missed Joe's comment. Romulan Ale and Soylent. That's the ticket. There you go.
Yeah, talking. Don't mention that Saurian brandy there. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Soylent Night. There's also a Soylent Night that is on the Christmas album by Mark Mothersbaugh. Check it out.
Oh,
that one is fantastic and would be a great soundtrack for your Christmas party. Just thinking of.
Do we have a half-ounce measure handy?
No. We actually noted that earlier.
What's this one?
An ounce.
This one is full ounce?
That's full ounce.
Hum.
Would you like a half-ounce measure?
Kind of.
Okay.
All right. So I have a fun idea. So we've got these Lee Spirits in Colorado sent us these whiskey lemonades. And it's canned. I love a canned drink for your outdoor activities, which we're not doing right now because it's snowing. But when you are doing outdoor activities, these Spirits whiskey lemonade. But I'm thinking that might be good with this Flora.
Yeah.
So I need a cocktail glass for you. He'll be back. All right, I'm just going to grab this one. I'm just going to go ahead and make him a drink. I'm not even going to wash the glass because he'll get over it. All right, so I'm going to start with a half ounce of the Flora. That cork's in there nice and tight. And I'm just going to do this in a cocktail glass because I don't want it to be too big. So half ounce of the Flora, which we've been using all night. And here we go. I want some bitters in this. So I'm thinking I'm going to go grab the aromatic bitters. Pardon me 1 second. 2 dashes aromatic bitters. And then I'm going to fill it with my whiskey lemonade. Won't he be surprised when he comes back and finds a full drink? All right. Oh, I'm seeing some conversations here. Oh, Brave New World, Monty Python. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hello.
Yes, Wild in the Streets, 14 or Fight. Yes. Oh, Abra, the whiskey lemonade is so good. So.
Quite nice. For a premix in a can, yeah, done well.
Up the Flora, Christy says.
Hey.
Actually, I can taste it here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Lighter liquor actually worked well.
Mm.
And the whiskey is definitely present. You can taste that. This is what's it called? Whiskey or bourbon?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is whiskey lemonade.
Whiskey lemonade. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably a blended whiskey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna write this one down.
Quite possibly the absolute best canned cocktail you'll ever consume in your life. Got a 4-pack.
I believe that.
Well, you know, Lee Spirits
believe that.
did actually sponsor us when they sent all of these. So I will note that was the case. So I'm speaking with a bit of prejudice, but we have tried all of these products, and I thought it was good then, and it remains good now. Lee Spirits makes a great little canned cocktail called Whiskey Lemonade. If you had that straight up, there would be no issues whatsoever. If you want to adulterate that a little bit, as we did, well, nothing wrong with that.
All right, I'm going to do a half ounce of the Flora.
That's nice.
Okay, a couple of dashes of aromatic bitters.
Aromatic is good here because it adds a whole flavor dimension and some bitterness to counteract some other sweet notes that are going on there.
It's just Lee Spirits, right? Wait, Lee Spirits?
Lee Spirits. Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Actual can is 9% alcohol, which is a little higher than your typical can of, say, beer, but it's not beer. So, canned cocktails tend to be a little higher because they contain cocktail ingredients. This one happens to have lemonade in it. So
cocktail ingredients? Shocking!
Interesting, like a glass of whiskey, if you had a shot of it, well, that's going to be about 50 proof. This one is more like 9% alcohol. So,
jeez. Hold on, I gotta catch up. Richard Pryor was the drummer. What?
Yes, he was.
Doug says sounds like Fisher's Island Lemonade. Well, that sounds good.
Well,
I would try that.
It might just be. And Chaz is correct. Richard Pryor was playing, I think.
Peter says for the apocalypse, I do believe that an orange liqueur is in order. An orange liqueur is always right.
If you happen to be a big fan of, say, Marnier, that is a fantastic place to be. It is an extremely unique liqueur.
It's never the wrong time.
And there are
unless you're about to take a drug
lot
test.
Of really nice orange liqueurs in the market. So if your orange liqueur has one of those commercial brands and it's not that great, you can grade yourself up easily. Cointreau, a classic. Easy to do that. Easy. Good. Very good. I'm thinking, what I think he was called. Was he called Charlie X? I think we have the soundtrack over here. Why speculate?
Oh my gosh. I've totally lost track of the conversation on YouTube. You know what? That's okay, because you guys know what you're talking about. So, I love it. Makes me happy. Oh, Lisa says, my mom was 86 years old, but growing up, me and her would watch Monty Python, Benny Hill, and her favorite Pink Panthers with Peter Sellers. Your mother has excellent taste. And you do too.
The simple fact is
did Rosie mix George Jetson's cocktails? That just makes me think about Forbidden Planet with Robbie.
Well, you know that George...
The booze-giving robot.
George retired to his leisure lounger there up in the sky, and he's like, Rosie, could you make me I kind of think he was a Manhattan guy, but you never know. You never know.
Oh, I think he was a martini
So while in the streets, we have the character Stanley X, played by Richard Pryor. Absolutely.
Yes! Oh, there you go. And you know what? Hold still. Musical score by Les Baxter.
Hello. Of course. Because this thing is on Tower Records. Les was doing a lot of work with Tower, Capitol Records subsidiary at the time, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
But Stanley X.
I love that the conversation went this direction.
I recall Stanley X had a hook in one hand. That's kind of a nod to the Barbarians, where their drummer had a hook in one hand. They have a whole song about how he got that hook.
All right, so next week's going to be the Soylent O' the Green. And then I think after that we need to do some dystopian movies beyond that. Maybe March will just be dystopian month here at the lounge.
March, is always really messed up for weather no matter where you go in the country. It's really wrecking us right now. I'm not that happy. But I'll mix up some dystopia cocktails and say, yeah, blah, blah, blah to you. Because that's easy to do. And I happen to like it. And there's so much great stuff you can reflect. The future was supposed to be so bad. Of course, we're in it right now, and I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. You can do your part.
I feel fine. So, Oh, wait, Christy, which one is your birthday?
Name
Let
it.
us know.
Yep.
We will shout you out on your birthday. I love doing that.
Lisa,
Next week or the week after.
Lisa, I distinctly recall with my buddy Bill seeing the movie Black Sunday around 1992 at the Film Forum in New York. And we're walking in, as who's walking out? John Zorn. And who else was it?
March 15th.
Probably David Shea. Probably John and David. And we're walking in. He's like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, we're just going to see the movie." He's like, "Great score." He was talking about Les Baxter.
Yeah.
Because it is a great score. And, like, the film is so chilling. Barbara Steele. Oh, man. That just stills your heart. That's a stake in your heart, Barbara Steele. But the score is so cool. And Mario Bava. Hello. Any Mario Bava fans out there? I kind of like Mario.
Peter's saying, how about an Eraserhead cocktail? We could do that.
Well, Peter, you always present us with these absurd challenges, and
Wait, Amy's birthday's Tuesday.
We meet it.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right. Wait, is that the 15th? Wait, hold on. Okay. Do we have more than one 15th
Day
birthday?
being the 9th.
Hold on.
It would be the 15th. Hello.
March 15th. Wait, Amy, is your birthday March 15th?
Just asking so we get it right.
Okay. Yes! Okay. Wait, hold on.
Okay, yes.
They are.
Yes, no, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
okay.
Happy birthday to you both in advance.
We're starting to think dystopian future. It's
Happy birthday, dystopian future.
It's my happy place. I hope it's yours too, because we're going to do it. We've already had green cocktails
Soylent
tonight.
Of the Green and Christy and Amy's birthdays.
We had green cocktails tonight. I'm not sure what was in it. I know what was in it. You can see what was in it. If you are a patron, you will get it tomorrow. Easily.
Birthday twins. And it's not people.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, not people.
Not people. What was in the cocktail was not people. It's not going to be.
Okay, Satellite will be home next week. Soylent of the Green. Yeah, Elizabeth likes it.
Green cocktail makings. Awesome. Hilarious.
You know, what can you do? You gotta laugh.
I feel like we need a band over there with like accordions and pipes and things like that, and like some penny whistles. There we go.
I'm thinking of
the Soylent of the Green.
No, I'm thinking of Soylent Green, like with the peaceful, happy music. Yeah. We need to have like the sunsets behind us and everything. You
know, when Edward G. Robinson has to go to his, and he's just like, I've been here long enough.
He just has.
I'm just gonna like ease out, and they just like put him out to pasture there with a big background there. The future is extremely peaceful in that movie for people.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Amanda's saying, I just looked it up, and George Jetson is supposed to have been born in 2022.
Oh!
No.
Hilarious.
I guess it's the repeating numbers that got everyone excited.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So that means that George at the time was probably living around 2052 or something.
Man-made things.
Spacely.
Yes. Yeah. It's green screen on the green.
The green screen on the green.
Yes. Amy and Christine birthday and the Soylent of the Green.
You know, in the back goes here, we happen to have the Irish Rebel songs. Come Fill Your Glass With Us with Patrick Clancy, Tom Clancy, Liam Clancy, Tommy Macomb, and Jack Keenan.
He's suddenly descended into Irish
Cabaret of Dublin and the Chieftains. So we got a lot of Irish happening back us. So we could actually do the Soylent of the Green pretty easily. And that would be fantastic. And we have some birthdays coming up, and that's just killer.
And green screen, just saying. Wait, hold on.
Of course.
Wait. Hold on. Elizabeth, YouTube, moderated your comment, which is hilarious to me.
Because
Dusty Bottle of featuring Damn Dirty Ape. That's so good. I'm totally stealing that idea.
I gotta say, I happen to really enjoy Soylent, but the Apes series, the whole series, is just near and dear to the heart. They are so dark and dire. The future is going to be so
Maurice and Peter earlier were talking about dried banana chips, and they feel like the damn dirty ape needs to have dried banana chips.
I believe there was a Jeff Berry drink simply called Planet of the Apes with banana liquor. So we might need to modify that, which means we might need to ape that. I'm just saying.
Yes, George Jetson was apparently born in 2022.
Good grief. Good grief.
All right. Okay, that's what we're doing next week. Amy and Christy's birthday and the Soylent of the Green.
Hilarious. Okay, I hope you enjoy your birthday with images of Hufu, because we might have some human-flavored tofu at that point.
No, it's not going to be human-flavored.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just going to be actually...
Spam-flavored.
Spam substitute. So
we're working on some vegan spam.
We're working on it pretty hard. We'll make it happen. We'll try that.
We're already preparing for Ohana.
All you birthday gals, we are glad to celebrate with you if you will be with us, because...
Lori says Paul's Irish brogue. He turns into his grandparents.
On occasion.
I love the Planet of the Apes too, Lisa. Yep. Yes, vegan spam. We got to find out how it turns out.
I feel like watching it right now. But
I have high hopes. We could put it on.
We could. We have the series on DVD. Do it.
We could do that.
But vegan spam, we've had a couple of different formulas. We tried one last year. It was a little stiff, but we tried another one, and we're going to check it out for you and see where it goes. Because, again, I feel like human beings are omnivores. I will eat many, many things. So I'm interested in good subs for things.
Chess says don't go to the year 25. All right, we probably won't. So
yeah, we're kind of getting into
probably not gonna happen for us. So,
kind of getting into the Star Trek era there, which is supposed to be less than dystopian. That's a good thing. I hope the future is better than it is.
Pisces.
But we're living in it, and it's giving us a lot of grief right now. So hopefully things can calm down, because at the end of the day, we deliver you 2 hours of fun entertainment every Wednesday because we love you.
I think it's hilarious that YouTube is like holding up comments that say damn dirty ape. When I think of the horrible stuff that shows up on YouTube,
hideous.
The fact that it wants to moderate damn dirty ape is hilarious to me.
We have neo-Nazis up there peddling what they do. I don't even want to know.
No, but damn dirty ape is like, oh, we're holding this comment for
damn dirty apes, and I'm getting censored. My audience is getting censored. Are you out of your damned dirty mind? YouTube, wake up, man.
Oh.
We're here to deliver entertainment, and our audience knows it, and they respond in kind. That's why we love you. And we give you these great drinks. You can find them all tomorrow if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, you can find a way to become one at the bottom of your screen. Remember that you can always support the show by going to our Amazon shop that is also at the bottom of the screen. If we go to Twitch, you can actually tip us, so maybe we'll do that because, oh hell, a lot of our favorite DJs are actually doing that right now, and they're working pretty hard, and we're glad to tip them. So
anyway. We love you. Thank you for joining us this evening. So much fun. And next week will be Amy and Christy's birthday.
Hello.
And the Soylent of the Green. So we're going to figure out how to incorporate all that. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be pretty monster.
It's going to be amazing.
Because we got a couple of monster birthdays happening then. Oh, yeah. And, fun things happen. Fun things happen with what we got. We've been talking a lot of topics this evening and eventually ended up at the Planet of the Apes. Well, that's a fun place to be. Now, there's dystopian the way I like it.
Dystopian the way I like it. You better trademark that phrase right now.
Put it on a lapel badge.
Dystopian the way I like it.
People will know that. But at the end of the day, we're so glad you could join us here for a couple hours on a Wednesday out of your busy schedule, because it always is. Many of us are working from home still. I am. So I know you have to take time out of your day. I'm glad you can do it. We delivered you a couple of fun formulas for drinks, which you could take advantage of. If you have any ideas for us, drop a line.
Yes, please do. We love hearing from you. So.
I actually noted earlier whoever was talking about ideas for our English patrons or our English correspondents. I would gladly deliver my grog recipe to them. So just drop me a PM and we'll make that happen.
Yes.
And I think they would like it a lot. And in the meantime, no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, you know one thing for sure.